Okay, welcome to Dammuary, which is pretty much just going to be Van Damme reviews for the whole of January. We're kicking things off with a not very good Van Damme movie, but it's just essentially a popcorn flick from 1988 called Black Eagle, which undoubtedly is probably the best part of the movie, the title, Black Eagle. I feel like if they could have come up with some kind of interesting, intriguing story to this movie to match the title, they could have definitely done a lot better with this one. Um, but anyway, on to the cast, because Van Damme isn't actually the main star of this. The main actor and martial artist in this movie is Shō Kosugi, which he's done a few generic martial arts movies in his time. Nine Deaths of the Ninja, Pray for Death, but nothing too special or crazy. Um, but he's a pretty interesting guy, and he main stars in this, and Van Damme kind of just plays his adversary who doesn't really speak throughout the entire movie. Um, but it's still Van Damme, and his presence is, well, more menacing throughout this movie. And to be honest, you're more interested in what Van Damme's doing throughout the movie than what the title character's doing. But we'll get onto that in a moment. So basically, the plot is a U.S. aircraft and F triple one aardvark with this new laser system or super weapon crashes into the Mediterranean Sea near Malta, and it's up to the CIA to sabotage the weapon system before the Russian forces can get a hold of it. So basically, they send in Ken Tanny, which is the Black Eagle, which is what this movie is titled, of course. Because when you actually look at the title and then you see Van Damme's prominent figure presence on the front image, it just suckers you into watching the movie, and you think, oh, Van Damme's clearly the Black Eagle. Well, no, it's Kosugi's character, but yeah, it's not often that. Well, to be honest, it is often that happens. You've got a major star like Van Damme, and you need to sell the movie, so you just plaster Van Damme's image on the front, title sequence and poster, and there you go. You've got a hit. But then obviously you watch the movie and you realise it's not actually anything to do with the um, main storyline, really, and you kind of just get disappointed. Um, but anyway, yeah. So basically, Ken Tanny goes to sabotage this super weapon that's crashed into the Mediterranean near Malta, and the full movie is that's where it's based, that's where it's filmed, in Malta, and very beautiful scenes in this. Some might say that's the only real reason to watch this movie, because the storyline is severely lacking. Well, it's not really that it's lacking, it's just that nothing really interesting happens throughout the movie. They fail to capture the plot in an interesting and intriguing way. The cinematography, especially with the scenery, is done quite effectively, but in terms of story, I really think they could have improved on the way they shot the movie. And the dialogue is just complete trash. Kosugi just fails to have that sort of presence, that captivating presence that you want from a title character. And just overall, his delivery is pretty boring, and there's not a lot of martial arts sequences in this, only towards the end where Kosugi and Van Damme face off, and that is pretty underwhelming as well. It's not one of the best fight scenes that you're going to get in a movie, but you get to see a few roundhouse kicks by Van Damme, and that's really all the movie is. Just Kosugi's character going to Malta, walking around for the entire movie, and a kind of lame face-off with Van Damme. But yeah, I mean, Van Damme does not speak throughout the entire movie. It's one of those movies where you can tell they just paid him to be in the movie and not really do anything. He doesn't have any really notable lines. I think he says a few words throughout the entire film. Another thing that's really off with this movie is the main character's two sons are in this, and they're babysat. There's like a babysitter for them, played by Doran Clark, and she really is the best actress or acting presence in this movie. She definitely didn't get enough credit for doing this. But again, she's just such a pointless character, and there's no reason for his two sons to be in this movie. It just kind of, it's just really off, and yeah, like I said, there's no real reason for him to be there. They do get in the way quite a lot, and towards the end of the film, he kind of sees that they're obviously in danger because the Russian forces are kind of targeting them due to Kosugi being a threat, so they're just trying to take them out of the picture. So he tries to send them away from Malta, and the whole thing is just a complete balls fest. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense as to why his two sons are in the movie and why this Patricia Parker babysitter woman's there, but they're just obviously characters to fill in the blanks and obviously direct the villains so that you have more of an interesting storyline. But all in all, this is just really a popcorn martial arts flick from the 80s. Has a few explosions here and there, has a few good stunts, but nothing too special. Overall, I'd probably rate this around a 3 out of 10. It's not really a Van Damme movie, it's just a movie with Van Damme in. And, you know, Van Damme's cool, so I thought I'd just kick this off with a very underwhelming Van Damme movie. But nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of review, very brief review. Nothing too in-depth, but I am going to be doing similar sort of videos like this throughout January, because basically I've just decided to have Van Damme as a feature for January, so there you go. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.